Intro. Most people believe that Tupac is still alive, but today, as you continue watching this video, we will explain how videos you watch, images you see, and articles you read are false and full of lies and fallacies. Every source had something wrong with it. For example,
while others are certain that Mr. Tupac Shakur is somewhere on an island hiding out. Well, one of them is the notorious Death Row Records CEO and former close friend, Mr. Suge Knight. Knight says that he does believe that Tupac is alive, and that night he was perfectly fine when he last saw him, and then he wasn't.
A video called Suge Knight Believes Tupac is Still Alive, made by BET Network, talks about how Suge Knight believes Tupac is still alive. This is a major fallacy, which is appeal to authority. Appeal to authority is when someone uses the opinion or position of an authority figure in place of an actual argument. In this video, they use the famous American record producer Suge Knight's opinion on the matter. With Knight being a very well-known figure, people will most likely take what Knight says as the truth and won't question otherwise. Opinions are fine to have, but they shouldn't count as evidence. Although the video is trying to make people believe that Tupac is still alive, they aren't doing a good job at doing so. The video uses the inequality fallacy. The inequality fallacy is when someone only uses a personal experience or isolated event instead of coming up with evidence to support their claim. In the video, we can see they only focus on how Suge Knight believes so and not showing us anything else about the conspiracy. Although this may be fine for other people to do, BET Network is a news channel which is supposed to research and tell people the truth about what is going on and not leave out factual information.
Now, the special Who Shot Biggie and Tupac airs on September 24th on Fox. Will you tune in to see the scoop that Suge has to share? Or do you think that he's just trying to lessen his sentence? Who knows? You guys will be the judge.
In conclusion, this video isn't the best source for people trying to learn about the conspiracy theory. Instead, it's very fallacious and can mislead people into thinking something that may not be true. Flaws similar to ones in this video are very similar in almost all the sources that promoted the theory that Tupac is still alive.
Michael Knight's British reporter claims he was with Tupac after being shot. Suge Knight says Pop somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar on an island. Most people believe Tupac is still alive because Michael Knight claims he helped smuggle Tupac into the Barbados. Conclusion: this article has eyewitness that Tupac may still be alive, but the given images and information proves otherwise. We found that these articles all had fallacies because they lack evidence. If you don't have evidence, your article is going to be fallacious.
The video says that they do not have all of the resources or info on the conspiracy, which means they're leaving out information, and that is a fallacy. And the fallacy is the Texas sharpshooter, because he's leaving out information to the fallacy, which could prove it true, whether it's true or not. Most articles jump in with popularity, leading them to look up what the public is stating instead of going into research.
Most articles jump in with popularity, leading them to look up what the public is stating instead of going into research. In this article, Could Tupac Be Alive?, which is summed up, I have found 3 fallacies: bandwagon, begging the question, and burden of proof. It was based on what everyone thought, which is bandwagon. The whole point was in the title in the first 2 sentences, which is begging the question. And it was more of a one-sided, biased opinion. Nothing was against it at all, which is burden of proof.
Most of the evidence we picked at had their conclusion in their first 2 sentences, which leads them to focus mainly on that premise instead of trying to look for all the evidence. In summary, most of the articles looked up had some sort of fallacy that could make it untrue. Most of them have the fallacy anecdotal or bandwagon.